Going this way. Or maybe we are. This is the place.
That's it. The heart of the garden. Sapadal's cage.
One moment.
Tane was here? As in, Tane's cleared the board. I hope.
Earth and rock! Behind you!
Look out! Behind you! Speed us!
That's all of them. One moment.
Don't see a better way down. You first. I'll be right behind you.
Sit.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Or am I going mad? What is the meaning of it? It can't be real. This is an illusion. But worse, why am I cursed to see this again? Why does the memory... Wanna know what I think? I think someone's laughing. Whoever is responsible, I'm tired of the bullshit. Step forward and answer for your...
Godlike of Sapadal, long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home.
How is this not the strangest thing that has happened?
Oh my gods. How?
Giada Castel, welcome.
Wait, you know me? How do you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence. Then we heard your mother's call.
My mother? You... heard her?
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
But that would have been years ago. The first time she used the phantasmal focus.
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice,
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles. The voice of a god can...
What exactly happened to my parent?
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your family in body and soul, broke them into a more
Sapadal does not know the limits.
Mistakes were made? Do you have...
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity, so we helped them move on, as...
In the end, they thought only of you.
That's it. That's really it. I don't hold you responsible. Your god has the intelligence of a scatterbrained goat. But that isn't their...
We are companions. Toys. Diversions. Sapadal fashioned us out of dreams.
I can't believe it never occurred to me. They're animats. Ancient vessels held together with Their design is unusual. Organic, much like the garden itself. All this time, your god has been making imaginary friends. Drawing pictures on the walls of their cell. It's almost too sad to imagine. Indulge me a moment. I've been waiting a long time for this. One final question, spirits. What is this? Why are you trying to ruin my life again? Is this your way of... What is it you...
Well, that was 4 questions, but sure.
We want to apologize on Sapadal's behalf, and for the part we played.
They want to apologize. I came to the garden for answers. Was it a mistake? Because no matter where we go, the gods can't stop themselves from hurting us. Our lives are a game to them. Damn it. Sapadal has been trapped here for millennia. Alone. When they heard the voice of a stranger, they go, how can I hold that against you? Apology accepted.
Thank you, Chiara.
The time has come for you to find your... May the living lands receive...
Goodbye.
Right. The farther we get from this place, the better. One moment.
I see the disciple has found his way into...
No. We know this voice, this presence.
I culled your rot from this land before. I will do it again. And is. You carve lands into petty fiefdoms. The usurper has confused you.
Out.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parent. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with? Apparently, I must. The situation. Do you think you're special? With your gods, do you believe you can hold dominion over when even the collective fury of the real gods can only confine? Who else?
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas run red.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers. Its madness would consume us all if it was not contained. Work that sullies one hand meets out. A pity that its followers could not be reasoned with. The poor godless, worshipping the very... We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it. A regrettable consequence of a necessity.
Why does our prison not protect us? Help us!
Listen to its tantrum. It knows not. Adir is the only thing holding back the tide. The answer is obvious to those with... You are here now. There's still time to face your false god and end its reign of terror permanently. Very well. I cannot, but I will not stand by and watch. You should have thought more carefully before. Let this be a lesson.
I have nothing to say. That was insane.
That's it. From now on, I pray to no god.
One moment. Yeah.
Lead the way.
Stay alert. That thing's moving this time.
Behind it! Sit!
Take a moment, people. What is that? I know that place, right? Oh no. No. Why is this? They're dead. Like it just happened. Like I remember.
This is the moment I found you, bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as... I can't be certain of that. I know...
Oh, I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again? Then for the god's sake, what is it?
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, how much of this do you remember?
We dealt with Razvan.
I have as much closure as I'm going to get. I am part of...
Were you always such a blessed...
Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy...
I have what I needed.
Then maybe it was I who needed to speak with my Viate. With a clear mind. Even when we were children, you kept me alive, first by needing my protection, and when you left Solace, it was like I lost more than...
I know. And I'm not sure I'll ever live that down.
You've always done everything you could to survive.
So... What? Worse than young?
I can't say I loved that part.
We've both been through so much. But I can see that it's all behind us now.
A fine way. I see it too. You've come a long way from that scared boy who refused to wear shoes for fear a bug might crawl out.
That was you, Nimdut. Look at my feet.
Get out of here. Hike up your waistline and go talk to a...
Well, it was good to see you, Viate. Even with all this.
Take care of my little friend, Envoy. He needs you more than he'll say.
One moment.
That was a close one.
If anything moves, I'm going to jump straight up and start running.
I need a minute.
Sit! Sit!
One moment.
Just a little spark. Little power goes a long way. Charge it up. Just a little spark.
Thomas Cairn? What's that doing here?
Let's find your god, Envoy. Tama. No.
I dealt with this. We stood at his... What is this, Envoy? This is your god's prison, not mine. Before we visited his memorial, yes. I can't focus on his face. His features keep... I'm not sure. I know it's him, but I don't recognize him as the Tama I knew. It's like he keeps changing in front of me. Does that make sense? Then why does he look so... I used to remember his face so clearly from that night. He was in pain, but trying to hide. I see everything. All his moments at once. Joy, sadness, anger. Everything from the handful of years that I knew him and the decade. He's almost a stranger. Yeah, it is. All this time I kept him frozen in his worst moment. When he was suffering and when I failed him. But now that I see him as more, it's like he's You're right. It's like you said. For the longest, I was afraid to let go of this moment, like I'd be letting him go. Now I see I was just holding on to... Better than I could have said it. I never thought I'd meet someone, but you've made some tough calls, and you've kept your head and your heart. So whatever comes next, now let's go find this god of yours and end the dream. When we reach them, what do you think we'll find? A victim? I suspect you're right. Let's end this. I'll fall.
Charge it up. A little power goes a long way. Let's do this.
Here they come. Nice work.
Just a little spark. Charge it up.
This place would be peaceful if it wasn't so dangerous.
I should have brought my sketchbook.
What as the affliction fast? It threatens our heart. We Hurry!
Watch your right! Better gear!
One moment.
We have been here. We were here all the yesterdays before. curse. Ancient whispers. Do not let it escape, they said. We feel no spark of the Tibaris Inachus in this place. We cannot see it through their eyes. The eagle's flight, they took it. A tide of souls thrown upon the wheel. Now our memory is a wound. They came suddenly. The stillness of night split by grinding steel. A chill in our spine. How could we name it? First, they blinded us. Shining eyes pierced the concealing dark. Then they burned. Smoke ensnared the moonlight. How could we fight what we did not understand? A sword slashing darkness. We saw a terrible design in the roaring flames. They had carved a path to the temple. We were their true prey. Prune the branch, 3 grow in its place. We persisted, we were everywhere. How could they cull the wind? How could they trap the stars? Then, they turned to what the Akita had made. They toppled the statues. They set the libraries ablaze. They could not destroy us. They would destroy all who knew us. The Akita howled. They died. We cried out, sundered soul. We broke the earth, called down the storm, flung lightning, but they marched on. There were too many, stinging, erased machines. We tried to tear down the garden's walls. Then, nothing. Not death. Worse. A void. We reached out, but the machines held us in. We could not feel the new day's sun. Play in the cities crumbled. We could not save them. We could not save their cries. Swords in our heart. We watched helplessly for aeons until you. A chill wind. The wound numbs now. We watch as the river of time expands. In the silence of our prison we find clarity. How many voices lost? We sink into the endless night. We are the rain, the swaying grass. We speak, though we are bound. Perhaps our soul was always free. Soil stirs. We haven't. You opened the final lock. You listen. You stand at a cliff now. We watch your footsteps carefully. We twine together. We reach for the sky.
Arms up!
Arius, look alive! Speed up!
One moment.
Come on! Come on!
Got them all.
Let's talk it. The garden's beauty is second only to its insanity.
library from my... This looks like the Akita building this place. Garlowain's gonads. Envoy, I never told you this, but this is a godless library. It's why I study the godless, because this place is haunted, and that's the chair. It's the picture of coziness. You do know what it means to lose all your teeth in your dreams, right? Finally, you've there it smells. That took 10 years off my life. Wait. You must be the librarian from my dreams. Oh, it's a pleasure to finally meet you.
The resemblance is...
It has been quite some time. Too many years to number. Of course. You are... No, child. We are the keeper of these tablets. Or have you all... Oh, of course. I was you in a past life. You lived with animancers, and yet the idea of awakening to your past lives never entered your mind.
Few can bear the mental and spiritual strain of an awakening. As often as not.
Oh, darling, you know how I get around all the metaphysical talk.
That's why I'm...
was the last of the Akita. Once the attack started, a few of us were charged with so we retreated with as much as we could carry. The attacks? You must mean... The Magfolk attacks. Yes, we've... heard... Yes. Your monstrous gods, who bought their divinity with blood and the souls of their... They tried to butcher every last one of us. Yes. There was little else I could do. I'm a Scot. A lesson I'm glad you... But how did the Magfolk reach you in... They didn't. Between the screams of my kin being slaughtered. That's the screeching I heard in my dream, Envoy. I knew I recognized it when we killed that Magfolk. Once it was gone, there was nothing left. And perversely, I found the quiet. So I decided on another way. One that... Poison. Well... Did he... No, you're just a bear. Yatsley, you know what you must do now. I abandoned my duty to protect her. Someone must tell the story of the Akita. I'm already an expert. What more do you want? Oh, think about it, Yatsley. You have been trained. I couldn't ask for a better success. But that was your duty. Yatsley, if you do not be... The stories of the Akita will turn to dust, and might just as the burned queen wanted all along, when she sent her magfolk to choke the life from us. This is all too... That apprenticeship is more than I could have ever asked. A chosen of Sapadal, yet you do not stand with your people. Our time is at an end, Yatsley. Wait! I've not even asked you any questions! Oh! Did you mean for all your buildings to look so phallic? Unfortunately, my time is at an end. You must keep Yatsley alive. So this is goodbye. I wish we could have... No. She's gone. Forgive me, Envoy, but we should get going. She must have wanted to leave some evidence of herself here. I would want the same thing. Much as I want to look around, we need to find your god fast.
Charge it up.
Right. We'll stay here.
Little power goes a long way. Little power goes a long way. Just a little spark.
Quick as a fox.
I survived. Somehow. If you don't mind, I need to catch my breath.
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and...
Right. This seems like...
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a battle.
Sounds like you're nervous, dearie.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious,
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to feel overwhelmed. I think so. The garden is so much more than I expected. For truthfully, I didn't come all this way searching for my own answers. But I found now. It's like there's a new path laid out before. We're close to something. A threshold between calm and... So am I. None of us could have gotten this far on our own.
Oh, you don't have to worry about. Getting to see that vision of Tama did me good. Like, now that we're here, I'm eager to see this through. Nothing worse than... Same. I'd rather have good company in a prison than paradise alone.
I had a feeling you might ask me that. I'm not sure I've really worked through what I've seen here, but I feel like we're almost done with all of this, but we are... I'm completely baffled. But when haven't I been lately? Being a...
Well, I won't lie to you, Envoy. It's not every day that you learn that you're the last hope to carry on a legacy, but... Well, never literally talked to myself before either. I think I annoyed her. Me? But here we are. I just need a moment to take it apart. Thank you, dearie. And I wouldn't worry. Our little group here is perfectly frightening. We'll be fine.
You've listened to all of us. How about you? You've been shipwrecked and assassinated, harangued by gods, bureaucrats. You've had your soul poked, your loyalties questioned, and your sleep regularly interrupted by a god with no... And yet you've kept yourself and all of us together. How are you really doing?
Introspection cannot be rushed. It takes...
Oh, for sure. You've survived this long. You'll get... Right. Put that sentiment away before you're...
Well, no matter what happens,
We've already gone farther than Nandru ever did.
When we first met, I didn't think. But then I saw how you handled that dream thrall bear. Shook off your own death. And then you confronted your own killer and let him go. Takes a special kind of strength to stay.
I didn't know much about you at that point. You were traveling with Kai and you died.
I remember your calm. How you listened to my shouting match with the governor. You saved my city and gave me a home. I'll never forget.
You were my hero right away. You rescued me from those sporlings. You got my priceless fate.
And now look at you. Look at us. How... Quite a lot, as it turns out.
Not to raise the sails before the anchor, but we left trouble in our wake. Phew. If we make it out of here, it won't be to a living land's suddenly...
Just this once. Could we forget about the rest of the living land?
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where we can.
Right. We could all use some beauty rest. We'll want to look our best on the battlefield, won't we?
Before we turn in for the night, I'd like a word in private. Nothing serious.
Sleep well. Tomorrow we finish this together.
All this time I thought and in a way they did. Generous? Perhaps. This whole experience has... Look at what my mother accomplished. When you speak to a god, it's nothing. Barely a reflex. No animancer can live up to that. Certainly not me. I thought their legacy was a curse. I suppose I have been all... One thing is certain. When it comes to animancy, I wanted to tame the spirit of the living lands. They probably won't even notice me. But stranger things have happened. I believe the power flowing out through animancy, we could help the... Then again, who am I to interfere? On the other hand, half the fun of animancy is stirring the pot and getting into trouble. I think I know what I want. But there are too many variables to consider. What do you think? I have a lot of catching up to do, and plenty of room to grow. So be it. Starting today, I don't have to live up. I knew they would be. And not just because some ain't. Now I just have to decide which field of research to pursue. But I've only got one life. Hey, you help me.
You're good with the animancy stuff. You should keep... you know, doing that.
A breath held. Trepidation. You are close, yet distant still. Your Your soul is small. We feel the pressure. Darkness, we wonder. Deer leaps at its reflection in the lake. You have defied our expectations at every turn. Perhaps the sky is green. The fish breathes air. We would run, roll with the tide, whisper in the fields, lift the hills gently in our hands, disturb the dirt, but spare the blooms, shake the vengeance denied, squandered. We spoke of flowers. We speak of freedom when the hand still clasps. Wake now.
Is this where your god friends live? I assume we'll have to break this barrier somehow.
Sapadal's prison, I think. What else could it be? Time to shut it down forever. That was a close one.
Here's hoping we can avoid that madness down there.
you imprison a god.
Come at last. You are so small. We questioned if you were. Then steps. A voice. Through armies and crew. Now. The rot. We feel it festering and spreading. Your dream scourge will end when our suffering. We were innocent once. But the other gods imprisoned us. But you are here now. You found us. There is little time. We would be. The strangler is close now. We feel her white. The fist! Her wolves defile the city on the shore. The prey flees, hides. The people's cries ring. She pierces us now. Now. A spark. Wait. The essence bends here. You can reach her. Will the garden to open, it will take you there. A wellspring of power. We strain, but we could clear the way. We were everything. What have we? We could run, leap in the water, flourish in... We want nothing more. We mourn our past. We only seek peace now. A chance to regrow. We trust you. You met death. And where you know we deserve it, give us peace. We want a chance to change. We deserve that opportunity. Do you think we have learned nothing from you? We deserve more than this prison. Or do you have no more mercy for us than you did for the bear? The beautiful thing. We asked what he would do with an animal that sickened after a fight. Do you remember what you said? More than anything, treat us as you would the bear. Grant us. The time has come. End our pain. Give us peace. Center, clear the fog. We were so blind, so lost. We feel we will grow. Tend. We will remember you when you are ash.
Andra's depths.
It's paradise.
Are we back in Dawnshore?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. No power in it. Doubtful. While they...
Are you seeing this?
Looks like the war already started.
Marius, vines don't usually get that big this...
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone 2 or 3 weeks.
Hey, at least you didn't let 6 years go by.
Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely our perception of time? Assume...
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever gives you strange dreams that...
Look at this place. It feels like we're still in... Those are more your people's ships in the harbor. And steel garrote banners past the barricades.
Even Raingrim is here. Perhaps we...
I think I see Elia as well. What a
The Blessed Day Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us. Nah, don't be so hard on. The steel garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time. This would have happened with or without us.
Before we go, what happened back?
I'm not sure.
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. Time will tell.
After all this time, they're free.
We've cured the land, and we've even freed a caged god.
You've saved the soul of the living lands. We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever's...
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a part of it.
Sansa. They marched in with no warning. I couldn't... Envoy, what does the Garrote think? It's an outrage. They broke some glass. They didn't think I was...
Right now?
If you're looking for survivors, a few of us fled to...
How many?
I'm not sure. I saw Sapiento. I am sorry I can't be... You always were a forgiving friend.
We should move. Let's hope the Garrote hasn't made it to the...
Envoy, wait! Before you go... I took some supplies when I ran. I'll even give you a discount.
Why is there snow?
A familiar face.
I heard she made it snow.
We meet again, Envoy. Paradise burns, thanks to Ludwine and the Steel Garrote laying siege to it. It's remarkable how hard you mortals fight. Still, I do think the world has been irrevocably... Why, perhaps a new god being set loose. Mostly, I'm curious about whether you think... Ah, that mortal zeal. Oh, I am interested in seeing the outcome of your story, Envoy. With luck, it won't end with you also on fire. Mortal comforts are so very adorable. All you do... Goodbye. And Yardsley, I do look forward to when all of this is done.
Oh, yes.
What happens in Donjon?
The Envoy. Is that you?